What's going on, guys? It's your boy JP El Dragon coming at you with another one. Uh, it was a great night of fights, man. Today was very good. We had Fulton versus Figueroa, which was the last one I was just watching, and earlier today we had George Kambosos against Teofimo Lopez, and just my thoughts on both fights, starting with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Frustrated, man. Very frustrated for with Lopez. I think George did a great job. He controlled the fight. He was landing jabs. He was hitting Teofimo with right hands throughout the fight. And I was actually surprised to hear Teofimo say that he thought he won the fight, because I didn't think he won the fight. It could have been a draw, but the right decision was to give it to Kambosos. He definitely did more in the fight, and I didn't like the way Lopez came in, the way he I don't know what happened to Lopez this fight, to tell you the truth. I think a lot of things played in to this. Obviously, the weight being a problem, all this switching dates, taking all this time. But again, Kambosos also was off throughout all this time. But I feel like Kambosos was a lot more hungrier than Lopez, and it showed. You know, Lopez came in reckless, man. He came in like it was a street fight. You know, trying to knock this guy out like the other guy had no business in there with him at all. And he got surprised big time when Kambosos took a few punches in the first round, and it looked like things might be going Lopez's way. But all of a sudden, Kambosos went through the fire, kept composing himself, and even hit him with a huge right hand in the first round that dropped Lopez. And everybody was like, okay, this is gonna be a long night for Lopez, it seems like, because Lopez was reckless and he got dropped. And it was sad too, man, because his corner, his father, this is a long time debate about fathers being in the corners of the sons. It gets to a point where sometimes it's just better for the fathers to let the sons go their way, do their own thing. And some fathers decided to stay, you know, and throughout the whole career of their sons. Sometimes it works out, most times it doesn't. And I think this was one of those cases too, because I feel like the advice in the corner when Lopez got back was not the right thing. I felt like he was being more of a, I don't know, he was trying to put in his head like, oh, that knockdown wasn't nothing, it was a slip, you know, trying to convince his son that he's all powerful and that nothing could hurt him. And I understand the psychology, you know, when you're in a fight, you want to make them feel invincible, almost like, okay, you could do this and that, blah blah blah, everything that we tell boxers in the middle of a fight. But it comes a point in a fight where you need to be serious and you need to be disciplined, and you need to know to say the right things to the fighter that you have in front of you. And I feel sometimes fathers, it's just hard for them to tell their sons the truth. You know, they see their sons like superheroes and they love them. There's emotions involved in this, and it's hard sometimes to separate the right thing to do from that emotion of love. And you're a father, you've always seen your son, you know, you train him, you always see him beating everybody up, he's undefeated, you know, and it got to their head, you know, it's the truth. The ego got to their head. And this was not the Teofimo that fought Lomachenko at all. This was a different Teo. And I felt very bad in one of those corner sessions, like I was talking about the father son thing, when I don't remember what round it was, but I know that he told Teofimo, his father told Teofimo, oh, you saw, oh, it was right at the end of one of the rounds when Kambosos threw a right, I think it was, and Teofimo did the he had the Philly shell, and did the counter switch, and then hit Kambosos right at the end of the round with a nice right. And when he came back, you could see his father telling him, "Oh wow, man, did you see? I love how you did that." Right when he came in, how you and his son was, smiling at his father, but you could see he wasn't there. The smile you could see in Teo's smile when he went back to the corners. He was just being the smile said a few things to me, but the main 2 points: embarrassment and doubt, surprise. He didn't think Kambosos was up to the task. He didn't think he was capable of fighting him. He thought of Kambosos very poorly, and it showed in the fight the way he approached it. And when he finally realized, holy crap, I'm in the middle of a big fight and it's not going the way I thought it was going to go, things started going in. He started realizing the truth, and by the time he tried to adjust, he was trying to box him and do this and that. Kambosos was just one step ahead of him, in throwing more punches, and he got hurt. I think it was a big mistake for Teofimo to let Kambosos off that knockout or knockdown he had. I think it was the round 8 or round 10. I can't remember. But I think when Teo dropped Kambosos, he was very hurt and unstable on his feet. And I thought that was the only chance that Teo right there could have taken, man. And I feel like it was he let it go. He definitely let it go. He had him hurt. He could have pushed for the if he would have tried harder, if he would have been aggressive in that moment, let it all go. I think Kambosos was so unstable on his feet, he wasn't going to be able to take it. They were going to stop the fight. The ref would have stopped the fight. But I don't know why Teo hurt him, kind of went on him, and then started boxing and didn't finish the guy. And even his father told him, going back to the corner, what are you doing? Why are you letting this guy go out? Like, why are you letting him survive? Why didn't you finish him? But that was his chance, and he didn't capitalize. Even though he was coming back, he was balancing the thing. It started with Kambosos beating Teo, but then I think it was round 6, 7, 8, around that mark. Probably 7, 8, 9. I don't know. It was around the second half where Teofimo started picking up and doing better, but too late, man. And he didn't finish the way he should have. If he would have finished those 2 last rounds, 11 and 12, at least showing more, aggressiveness, better counter punching. I don't know. I just felt like he was a step behind Kambosos. I don't know why his speed wasn't there like it usually was. His IQ was weird. Everything was weird for Teo tonight. And that pretty much was the fight for that. And his reaction to the fight, I thought it was horrible. I think that he should have gave Kambosos his props, even though it's very difficult thing to do, especially when it's your first loss and you got that ego. You wasn't expecting to lose your belts, man. You know how hard you worked for this, and now the same thing you did to Lomachenko is happening to you. They took it from you, and you cannot underestimate a hungry, confident man. That's one thing. Kambosos was confident throughout the whole thing, focused, and you could see the eye of the tiger in his eyes. And I think Teo just let the ball drop, and that's that for that fight. That was if you could call that a recap of. It's been already 10 minutes. I didn't think I was going to be on this for that long, but basically it's my thoughts on the fight, and I wanted to let it know, So I think Teo still has a long road ahead of him. 140 is the way to go. Forget Josh Taylor and fighting for undisputed there, because I feel Josh, the way he performed tonight, Josh would have beat him also in the worst fashion. So I think he should just go up to 140 and establish himself there. And I think that Kambosos should fight Devin Haney so they could just finally get this unification, undisputed thing over with. Even though, to me, forget the sanctioning bodies. To me, George Kambosos Jr. is the undisputed champion of the world in that weight class. I don't care about belts. I don't care about franchise. I don't care about this and that. That's what they do with sanctioning bodies, and that's the money. Fighting wise, Teofimo beat Lomachenko, who was the lineal champion with all the belts. Teofimo was undisputed. Teofimo lost to George Kambosos. Now George Kambosos is undisputed. I don't want to hear nothing about Haney's WBC. Yes, he is a champion because that's what WC decided to do with doing this whole franchise belt. And I understand it from one side, but it is what it is, man. You know, you got to beat the man to be the man. And Teofimo beat the man. He was the man. George beat Teofimo. Now George is the man. Simple as that. Henny got to go get and whoop that ass. Go ask for that George Kambosos fight and whoop that ass and become undisputed. And that's it. Now, moving ahead after that fight, we switched to Showtime, and wow, Fulton Figueroa. That was a crazy fight, man. But it was the right fight, the right style for Figueroa to implement against a technical Fulton, which as soon as the fight started, you could see Fulton was sharp and wasn't gonna let Figueroa off the hook from the outside. If Figueroa had any chance in this fight, it had to be the way he likes to fight, and that is going brawling, pretty much going inside, making it a dirty fight. There's gonna be everything in the elbows, headbutts, ball shots, everything up in there, you know. So that's the way Figueroa started fighting, and that was a grinding fight throughout the whole 12 rounds. At moments, I thought Figueroa was gonna take Fulton out because Fulton looked tired, but Fulton was very precise with his shots. He was picking his shots in the inside. Figueroa threw a lot of shots. He throws a lot of shots. He throws shots wherever they land. But Fulton is more of a sharpshooter, where he was in the middle of the fire, but he was hitting him with sharp shots. And a lot of people don't see those, and it was a pro Figueroa crowd also. So most of the chants and all that was for Figueroa every time Figueroa hit Fulton. But Figueroa, I thought, did a magnificent job of keeping the fight rough in the inside. And at the end of the fight, Fulton won the fight by majority decision. I'm not sure, you know, it's my opinion. This is my opinion, so it doesn't matter. So in my opinion, I think that fight wasn't an 8-4 like they had it for Fulton. I thought that was closer fight, a lot closer fight than they had it. I honestly saw the fight being a draw, you know, pretty much a draw. That's what I saw, because even though Fulton was technical and was hitting Figueroa with good shots in the inside, Figueroa, bro, was going in. If he made the fight what it was, you know, he was in the inside, he kept coming from round 1 to 12. That kid has stamina like crazy, man. You know, he wouldn't take a step back. The referee push him back, automatically right back in it, you know. So he made it a very grinding fight, and I think that deserved a lot of credit also. But again, Fulton pulled it, and I don't have a problem with it at the end. It's boxing, that's politics, that's how things work. Everybody has their own opinion. My opinion, a draw, and even Figueroa probably pulling it out by a round or two. I felt, my personal opinion, the closest could have been a draw or Figueroa by a round or two. But Fulton pulled it out, and it is what it is. So they talk about a rematch in the ring because obviously Figueroa wasn't happy with it, and they were going back and forth after in the post-fight interview. And Fulton said, "Hey, do you want to basically have a rematch?" And Figueroa said, "Yeah," but he wasn't too keen on it, even though he was saying yeah because he was thinking of going up and weight after this fight. So it's pretty much at this point a toss up on what he's gonna do. We gotta wait and see once he sits down with his team and thinks about everything that just happened, and if it's a fight he wants to take just because he really feels he won the fight, then he should take it. But again, it's up to him, his team, and us as fans. We just gotta sit back, wait, and let them decide, and hopefully whatever they choose is the great move, and we could keep enjoying these magnificent fights. This year has been great for fights, and tonight was another one. It was a great fight, great night of fights, guys. I enjoyed the zone with Teofimo and Kambosos. It was a big surprise. Man, I wish I would have betted on Kambosos, I'll tell you that much. I wish I would have betted on Kambosos. And now Fulton and Figueroa, great fight also. And what can we say? Us as fans, we win. That's all we got to worry about. As long as we are enjoying the fights, shut up, sit back, and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, people, those are my thoughts on tonight's fights. I put out a video so you guys can see on a closer look coming up on next week, December 4th. Is it next week? Yeah, December 4th, next Saturday. That's Devin Haney against Jojo Diaz. Go check that video out. If you like the video, give it a like. And if you want more content like this and more videos like those that I'm putting together, subscribe for more. Thank you for all the love you guys been giving me lately. I appreciate it very much. Leave your comments in the bottom. What did you guys think about both fights? What you guys thought about Teofimo? What you guys think about Kambosos? You know, the new undisputed champ. Do you guys think he is undisputed? Do you guys think he's only unified? Do you think Haney is the real champion? You know, anything you guys think, any comments, you guys write them down, and we'll argue in a good way, not bad arguments, meaning a good talk back and forth, and we give our opinions. That's what boxing is all about, you know, and we enjoy it as fans, and we talk about it in our kids to come one day, you know, for those who don't. Anyways, guys, with that being said, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you very much for the love. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.